Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe our channel and do not forget to like, share and comment this video. Today we are here with a new video of engineering survey and topic is trilateration and triangulation. Let's start with the introduction. Criteria for selection of triangles. The under-mentioned points should be considered while deciding and selecting a suitable layout of triangles. Number 1. Simple triangles should be preferably equilateral. Number 2. Braced quadrilaterals should be preferably approximate squares. Number 3. Centered polygons should be regular. Number 4. The arrangement should be such that the computation can be done through two or more independent routes. Number 5. The arrangement should be such that at least one route and preferably two routes form well-conditioned triangles. Number 6. No angle of the figure opposite a known side should be small, whichever end of the series is used for computation. Number 7. Angles of simple triangles should not be less than 45 degree, and in the case of quadrilaterals, no angle should be less than 30 degree. In the case of centered polygons, no angle should be less than 40 degree. Number 8. The sides of triangles should be of the comparable lengths. Very long lines and very short lines should be avoided. Number 9. The layout should be such that it requires least work to achieve maximum progress. Number 10. As far as possible, complex figures should not involve more than 12 conditions. It may be noted that if a very small angle of a triangle does not fall opposite the known side, it does not affect the accuracy of triangulation. Well-conditioned triangle, ill-conditioned triangle and ideal triangle. A triangle is said to be a well-conditioned triangle when no angle in it is neither less than 30 nor greater than 120. If in a triangle an angle is less than 30 or greater than 120, it is called ill-conditioned triangle. An equilateral triangle having each angle of 60 is an ideal triangle. The strength of figure. The strength of figure is a factor to be considered in establishing a triangulation system to maintain the computations within a desired degree of precision. It plays also an important role in deciding the layout of a triangulation system. US Coast and Geodetic Surveys has developed a convenient method of evaluating the strength of a triangulation figure. It is based on the fact that computations in triangulation involve use of angles of triangle and length of one known side. The other two sides are computed by sine law. For a given change in the angles, the sign of small angles change more rapidly than those of large angles. This suggests that smaller angles less than 30 degree should not be used in the computation of triangulation. Satellite stations to secure well-conditioned triangles or to have good visibility. Objects such as chimneys, flagpoles, towers, lighthouse, etc. are selected as triangulation stations. Such stations can be sighted from other stations, but it is not possible to occupy the station directly below such excellent targets for making the observations by setting up the instrument over the station point. Also, signals are frequently blown out of position and angles read on them have to be corrected to the true position of the triangulation station. Thus, there are two types of problems. Number one, when the instrument is not set up over the true station, and number two, when the target is out of position. In figure, A, B and C are the three triangulation stations. It is not possible to place instrument at C. To solve this problem, another station S in the vicinity of C is selected where the instrument can be set up and from where all the three stations are visible for making the angle observations. Such a station is known as satellite station. As the observations from C are not possible, the observations from S are made on A, B and C from A and B on C. From the observations made, the required angle ACB is calculated. This is known as reduction to center. Fieldwork of triangulation survey. Fieldwork of triangulation involves the following steps. Number 1, reconnaissance. Number 2, erection of signals. Number 3, measurement of the baselines. Number 4, measurement of horizontal angles. Number 5, astronomical observations at Laplace stations. Number 6, computation. Let's discuss fieldwork of triangulation survey in detail. Number 1, reconnaissance. Preliminary field inspection of the entire area to be covered, available topographical map study, proper examination of the terrain, selection of suitable positions for baselines, selection of suitable positions of triangulation stations, determination of intervisibility of triangulation stations requires great experience, judgment and skill. Number 2, erection of signals. To define exact position of triangulation station during observation from other station signals are used. Various types of signals are centered vertically over the station marks and observations are made to these signals. Accuracy of triangulation is entirely dependent on the degree of accuracy of centering the signals. Different signals may be used: luminous signals, sun signals and night signals, heliotropes and opaque signals, pole signals, target signals, pole and brush signals, beacons. Number 3, measurement of the baselines. Accuracy of any order of triangulation is dependent upon the measurement of baselines. Length depends on order of triangulation. The ground should be fairly level or uniformly sloping or gently undulating, free from obstruction throughout for baseline. Extremities of the baseline should be intervisible at ground level. Slope correction is applied in case of slope distances in undulating ground, other tension, temperature, sag correction. Standard tapes, tachometers, EDMs, tellurimeter, geodemeters. Number 4, measurement of horizontal angles. Instrument for triangulation surveys require great degree of refinement. Horizontal angles can be observed by following methods. First method is the repetition method. For small angles, process is repeated for every angle reading. And the second method is the reiteration method or direct method. Angles in all direction is measured from face left. Again in opposite direction, all angles are measured from face right. Number 5, astronomical observation at Laplace stations. Polaris observation is made at some stations to fix the azimuth of the survey lines. Subsidiary observations are done at other stations to reduce the accumulation of error. Number 6, computations. Finally, calculations are made to the observed data. Coordinate of the vertex. Triangulation stations are calculated using trigonometric relations. Other necessary calculations are also done. Thank you for watching video. Do not forget to subscribe our channel. Keep updating for new videos.